From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 27, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the USDCHF, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis. But first, I want to recap a couple of the trade suggestions we've made over the past couple of days. First off, starting here on the NZD USD, the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. This was yesterday's trade analysis video. Suggestion was to sell on a rally into resistance underneath the 100 period simple moving average. And as you can see, the yellow shaded area here in the middle of the chart represents that region or zone that we were looking for an opportunity to go short. And you can see for the past 4 days, this is the daily time frame. So today and the past 3 days before today, holding resistance into the yellow shaded area underneath the 100 period simple moving average, taking a sell into the 71.65 level. You can see the trade going down here. This is the trade taken into 71.65. That is inside the yellow shaded area from yesterday. We're currently sitting about 25 pips of profit or so. That's the most we've really seen on the trade since getting into it. So it's working out. It's just taking some time to make it down here. Of course, over 20 pips of profit, I am at break even on the trade. Can't lose, even if it turns around and goes back up. I'm still going to protect this trade at break even. Love to see it go all the way back down to the black trend line, the purple shaded area, into the mid to low 7,000s, but we'll have to wait and see how today's market plays out. We also have been looking for opportunities to go short on the Australian dollar into resistance over the past couple of several days, actually. The market went all the way up here into the blue zone, held as resistance. So the sell that I have going is up at 76.75. That's at the bottom of the blue zone, and clearly it's in profit now. We're sitting about 60 pips of profit, so a pretty decent trade there. Of course, I'd love to see it continue to break down through 7,600 today and continue into the mid to low 7,500s, but no real opportunity to jump into this one right now, I don't think, unless we get the breakout underneath the purple shaded area. And really, back to the New Zealand, it would have to go back up inside the yellow zone for us to have an opportunity to jump back in that one. USDJPY, we've been following this one as a buy scenario for the past couple of days. The buy was down into 104.20. The orange shaded area at the very top of the chart. Trends up, nothing really to change that fact. So we were looking for a buy on a dip into support. So we took the buy at 104.20. You can see the trade down here at the very bottom of the chart. Currently sitting 51 pips of profit. So I again have protected the trade by moving the stop loss to actually better than break even, plus 5 pips. I've closed some of the profit, both Australian and US yen have closed some of the profit on both of those trades, but closed some of the profit into the target, protected the trade, and now love to see the market continue to push bullish here on this currency pair. Another trade that we spoke about yesterday was selling into resistance on the GBP USD. If I zoom it in here on the daily time frame, a couple of things. We sold it into the 1.2230 level yesterday. That's the bottom of the purple shaded area. So we sold it at the bottom of the purple zone, 122.30. We can see that the market did go down about 30 pips of profit as it went down to the bottom, and then turned right back around and went back up. So we're out of the trade actually at break even. We saw over 20 pips. The trade manager took us to break even. We're out of the trade now. I don't think I'd go short again here on the currency pair, but definitely watching this purple shaded area as a place to potentially take a trade. A breakout above it goes higher, break or back below it goes back down to the green shaded area. Euro dollar, another currency pair we've been trading into resistance. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one time because I want to take a look at these two circles. The black circle selling the blue zone last week, inside the black circle was profitable, as you can see. So similar scenario today and yesterday. We sold into the top of the orange zone yesterday, saw a profit. Trade manager took us out as it went back to break even. So now just kind of waiting. I think I'll wait for the news today. We do have some news today out of the U.S. durable goods unemployment claims today at 8:30, about 30 minutes from the recording of this video. So I don't want to jump into anything too quickly. I'll see how that news pops up at 8:30, about 30 minutes from now. So what I'm going to watch for is what happens with that news. If it's positive for the U.S., I think we'll be looking to go short again here on the euro dollar. If it's negative, maybe we'll look for a little bit of a bump higher for this currency pair. Which leads us over here to the USDCHF, the dollar franc. We're in an uptrend. That's the first thing we need to make note of. We're in an uptrend. So we're watching for opportunities in the direction of the trend. However, I think there are some evidences that we could be looking for some turnaround here for this currency pair up at the top of the range. By the way, let's zoom it out one time where you can see the black box. You can see the larger range, the resistance at the red box and the black circle back here. We know that we're in a significant area, and the market is, of course, again, recognizing this as a resistance. Let's zoom in one more time. Take a look. A couple of days ago, let's actually zoom in again. Take a look. A couple of days ago, we saw this, what you might refer to as a shooting star or a pin candle here at the blue shaded area. Look at this. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, we have been finding resistance underneath that 99.3540 level. So we're looking at resistance here. We're looking at the market fall back down towards the orange shaded area, but that's a good thing. If you're looking to go long, you always want it to go down before it goes up because that gives you a better investment for your money. Keeping an eye on our news today, if it's positive for the U.S., we look for support at the orange zone, a rally to the blue zone, and a break above the blue zone looks for the continuation of the trend. So that's the trend direction trade right there. From the orange zone above the blue zone continues back towards the parity level, the pink zone at the top of the chart. If it's negative news out of the U.S., we might, depending on how negative it is, look for the breakdown of the orange zone and the turn back down towards the purple zone, which could be a short-term reversal of the trend. So really, we're focusing in on that orange shaded area today. 4-hour time frame doesn't change it. We could just get a little bit of a zoomed in view. We've already seen one bounce off of it. We've seen the resistance at the blue zone pretty significant over the past couple of days. It really is going to depend on today's news, what happens with this pair. If we get good news, we look for the bounce off the orange zone, back to the blue zone, maybe a break above the blue zone. We look for the continuation of the trend. If it's bad news over the next couple of days, we look for the break of the orange zone and some reversal here. Let's keep an eye on the news and look for our next opportunity around that orange zone today for the U.S. franc.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.